happening, man?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Long time no see.
Yeah, man, what's been up with you?
Man, I just been trying to wake up my brothers to this truth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're part of the lost 12 tribes of Israel.
Word?
We're from the tribe of Judah.
Oh, imagine that.
Judah, the bow shooter, the iron rod ruler. All nations gonna bow down, even Buddha. Wake up Jacob and the mighty men. Bring the forces of the Gentile riches in. Let the law go forth out Jerusalem. With the power of the Most High, take the land. 144,000, they all men. Ain't no turning back now, man, we going in.
I was born in the midst of a storm.
We thank you, Father, for allowing us to have holy convocation, Father, that you told us to have on your Sabbath. We thank you, Father, again for everything. And please, Father, allow your Holy Spirit, Father, to come to us and to teach us all things and to edify this lesson. Please, Father, be with our brothers and sisters, Father. Wherever they may be, please protect them, Father. In the name of your Son, Yeshua, so be it. All right. So for last few Sabbaths we've been on, don't practice the ways of the nations. And we've been on it like in detail. Went over some topics, some things that we needed to touch. Last week, and the week before too, we went over about Jeremiah 10, 1 and 5, don't practice the ways of other nations. Why? Because we are holy people. That's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Like some of these scriptures we have to know by heart. We are set above all people on the face of the earth, right? So today, let's start with Amos, right? Let's go to Amos chapter 3, 1 and 2, right? Now we touch base on, think about it. Why is it that we get punished? And it seems like nobody else don't get punished in the world. I'm not saying they don't go through things, but we get the blunt of it. We get hit for everything that we do. Right? Let's go to Amos chapter 3, 1 and 2. Amos 3, 1 and 2. Again, it's textbook. Got it, brother?
Yeah, I got it.
No, it's Amos chapter 3, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Right. Got it, bro?
All right. Got me?
Oh, okay.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that our higher has spoken unto you, children of Israel, against the whole family I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the family of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Mm-hmm. See, he's saying, I'm going to punish you for all your iniquities. Now, he's telling that to the children of Israel, right? That's why we get hit for every little thing that we do. He didn't want us to practice their ways because their ways are what? Unclean. All of their ways, right? We're going to go over Jubilees, right?
You said what? You said Amos chapter 2?
Amos 3.
Oh.
3, 1,
You already got it highlighted.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna read in Jubilees, right? So Jubilees, chapter 22. And we're going to start on verses verse 10, right? Now we touched base on this a couple weeks ago, but it's just like a refresher, right? Just no, it's Jubilees. It's gonna be in the pseudepigrapha for the book of Jubilees. Okay.
16 on 1, 16.
Actually, let's go Let's go to Jubilees chapter 21 and verse 15. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's back up a little bit. So we know the children of Israel were given the commandments, right?
Yeah.
Now, what chapter do we find out that the Israelites are the only ones given the commandments?
There's some
There's
in
a couple
Leviticus.
chapters. You go to Deuteronomy, Exodus 21.
But how can we prove that only the Israelites got given it and nobody else? Come on now, we go this all the time now.
Deuteronomy 6.
No, it's Psalms.
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 Where in Psalms? Hmm?
146, I guess. 146.
140 what?
6.
147. Remember Psalms 147, 19 and 20, right?
You still here.
You close, but real close, don't count. You gotta hit it dead on, right? The Psalms 147, 19 and 20, right? The children of Israel was the only ones given the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments. As for the other nations, they have not known them, right? So Psalms 147, 19 and 20, right? So this is why we get punished for all what our iniquities, our filth, our wrong, because our Father only knew us. He only gave us the law, statute, commandments, right? Now, in the book of Jubilees, chapter 21 and 15, now, this is our Father speaking to us, and he's saying, keep this commandment and do it, my son, so that you might act upright in all your deeds. It says, and at all the appointed times be pure in your body and wash yourself with water. See, he's telling us we need to be clean. These other nations and stuff, they're not clean in the way that they live their lives, right? So it says, before you go and make times, again, be pure in your body and wash yourself with water before you go to make an offering upon the altar. So, God being in the land of our captivity, yeah, some things have changed. We don't offer sacrifice no more, but you coming into Shabbat, right? Sabbath. We have to keep clean, right? We set apart. So, it says, and wash your hands and your feet before you approach the altar. And when you have completed marking the offering, wash your hands and feet, and let there not be seen any blood upon you or your garments. Again, we talked about last week about blood, how important that is, and how, you're not supposed to consume it, right? You're supposed to pour it out. You can put dust on it. Now if it gets on you, you're supposed to clean it off, It says, and let there not be seen any blood upon you or your garments. Be careful, my son. Be extremely careful of blood. Again, our Father's reiterating. He always has to tell the children of Israel a second time to get this in their head so they can't say, oh, I forgot. Father ain't playing, I'm telling you. That's why he tells you over and over again, right? He said, be extremely careful of blood, covered in the earth, and therefore do not eat blood because it is life, right? And you should not eat any blood, and do not accept gifts for any human blood, lest it be poured out in vain, without judgment, because it is blood which is poured out to cause sin for the earth. And the earth is not able to be purified of human blood except by blood of one who shed it. And you shall not accept gifts or tribute for human blood. Now, we're going to stop right there. Let's go to Numbers 35 and 33, right? And this is in the 66 books. We're going to go back to Torah, where he says about blood. So we're going to go to Numbers 35. 35. And 33. And we're going to find this very, very interesting, this part right here. 35 and 33. Now, again, with the curses, right? It was said to us that we would lose our land, our inheritance, because we didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments. Now, the other nations took our land, right? And they spilled blood. This is what our Father's talking about against them. It also applies to us too. We take somebody else's land you're not supposed to. Now, that's Numbers 35, 33, and we're going to read 34. We're going to add 34 in there too.
And you should take no sanctification for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, and should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood in it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed thereon, but by the blood of him that shed it.
By the blood of him that shed it. So I want you to think now how America was gotten. It was gotten on blood. So what did I say again? Hit that again, brother. Verse 33.
And ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for the blood in it defile the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Now, please understand what the Father's saying here. This is Torah. This land was taken and killed. People killed other people. So their blood was spilled for this land. The only way to atone for that is their blood gonna be shed. Father gonna take people out.
So what do you mean by shed?
Kill. Game over.
Not by the sword. You kill for blood, you don't get blood. Blood for blood.
This goes hand in hand with Revelations where it says, if you lead into captivity, you're going to go into captivity. If you kill with a sword, you must be killed with a sword.
Can go also about the Genesis 9:6, where this got a precept to it too, saying about Cain and Abel. He said, I heard his brother's blood crying in the earth. Same thing.
Yep.
That's his life.
This is some serious business. This is some very serious
So
business.
when out of curiosity, are you supposed to kill if someone did something wrong?
No. Vengeance is like the Father. Vengeance is the Father's.
I know, but it's like people have been executed in the Bible. Like other prophets been like kill certain people for certain things, for being unclean, doing certain things in the wilderness.
But what did the Father tell you?
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill. He said, vengeance is mine. You don't take this into your own hands. He gonna handle all of that. You're gonna pollute yourself by trying to do that. What did Yeshaya say? Love thy neighbor, right? Forgive 7 times 7. The Father gonna deal with them. We see this all the time. We see this every day in our life. You wonder what's wrong with them people. They be out there looking toe up. Who you think doing that? Really think about that. Who you think be getting on them? I know sometimes, and I know in my life, and we all have seen this too, it looks like the evil always prosper. They're like they always get away with it. But then again, you may see an older person sometime, and you be like, wow, that old man don't deserve that, or that old woman don't deserve that. You don't know what they did in their life. You don't know what they did in their life. And they may just be getting theirs right then.
Yeah.
See? But to us, we may look like, say somebody our age or whatever, man, they prospering. They done did all this stuff. That caused that person their job. Man, they done caused that person to lose their leg or something. Man, why they ain't going there? Man, you don't know. 10, 20 years pass by, the Father may let you see it. And you see them person coming along, and you be like, wow, remember they was all ripped and cut. Now look at them, they all hunched over, trying to make it. Father don't forget nothing.
Like for example, use Bill Cosby for a prime example, really.
Perfect.
Bill Cosby is an elder, so therefore he know much more a lot. I don't tell him what he done done, but I know what he have done. He know about the law, statutes, commandments, and judgment, and he didn't teach him about that. But
Well,
he taught everybody.
How you know he knows the law
And
statutes?
she wrote a book. That book cost $80-something. He wrote a book about slavery, captivity, all that. Bill Cosby, the funny guy on TV show. He know the law, statutes, commandments. He know who he is. He didn't teach nobody the truth. All the rappers, all them stars that know, a lot of them know because a lot of them do them slavery movies. I'm quite sure they done did their research. Also, when you're doing those movies, you have to research.
Why you listening?
Oh,
You just disrespect. He trying to tell you something, and you trying to talk to me, and he talking to
Yeah, man. He knows about law, statutes, commandments, and judgment. Everybody gonna play. Gonna reap what you sow in his body.
What you saying now?
I was saying a little about never mind.
Right out.
What about those little celebrities, the black celebrity feet that dress up as put dresses on stages?
What's the Father's law about putting on a woman's garments?
That is disgusting and it's unclean.
What you think he gonna do?
That's an abomination.
It's an abomination. He's not playing.
The celebrities putting on those dresses.
You have to understand something. A lot of them already know the truth. They do this stuff because it is an act of defiance.
And it's service Satan.
Perfect. Remember when Yeshaya was tempted by Satan? He said, if you do an act of worship to me. I'm gonna give you all this stuff. What do you think they're doing? That's an act of worship. They know putting on woman clothes is wrong, and vice versa. Women know putting on a man's garment is wrong. They know that.
They worship their God.
Yeah.
But it's typically black people that do it, black celebrities.
They give it to us because they know we're the children of Israel.
They know we're the children of Israel.
They want us to lead by example. If you see a brother on the stage, an Israelite on the stage, dressing all funny and gay, this and that, whatever you want, just like, we follow them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they get paid just to they get in a car. If they want to make money, the world want to make money, well, give them that BMW, everybody can drive BMW. Give them shoes, everybody want them shoes. Give them this hat, everybody want that hat. Anything they give to them rappers, they don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
They just give it to them so they can do it, and then when the world see them dressing that way and acting that way, the world gonna go spend money on it.
Jordans.
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm just getting your mind thinking.
Not only are they gonna follow what they're buying, but they're gonna follow the way they act
Mm-hmm.
and the things they believe in.
you know one thing right now, we not a huge group. Right now, if you get a rapper your shirt right now, DLC shirt, man, the whole world will know about you. Everybody have a DLC shirt just because they got them on. Not because the law says commandment judgment, because one of them got that shirt on.
Gotta go. Give them some fringes and let them jump on the video and start rapping with some fringes on. Everybody got fringes.
World.
How many Israelites? Everybody jump around.
Whatever they do,
Seriously.
whatever they do, the world follow.
That was like me, but see, the bait was with me again. It was high-powered rifles, weapons. See, so when I see them on TV, oh man, I gotta get some armor. Oh man, I gotta get that backpack. Oh man, I gotta get them gloves. Oh man, I need that helmet.
So that's that chest plate you had. That chest
You gotta sell it. All that stuff. Satan uses bait to catch all of us. See, I wasn't into clothing. That's what I was trying to tell you. I wasn't into that stuff like that. That never did it. Now, when I was younger, the rims caught my eyes, and I even went to the length of paying rent to own. I paid $4,000 for a pair of rims. That's only
what's rim?
$1,600.
Oh.
Yeah, the chrome.
Oh,
rim.
that.
But see, but back then it was real popular. See, and it was, oh man, you get that, you can get the girl. See, it's bait. That's how Satan gets you. It's bait.
It's a system of filthiness.
Yeah.
You gotta have something that is not forever. You gotta have something temporary just to catch bait people.
Yeah.
This and that. Also, I heard one guy said, we spend all this money for people that hate us, to impress people that hate us. These people don't like you.
Yeah.
You try to go, let me get this, I know they hate me, but if I'm just like this, they're gonna like me. I will buy this, they're gonna like me. You trying to impress people. All these people hate you. Soon you get down, look at he broke, he got the money, this, that, whatever, they're gonna kick him while you down. Why not benefit yourself by getting something that's salvation, which is his word. Do what he say do. I don't do no temporary love. That ain't forever. Put on some Jordans that day, the world, look at my Jordan. Oh, he got some Jordan. Right now, if I get a suitcase full of money on an island, what's gonna profit with that money? I can't spend it. I can't do nothing with it on the island. I got Jordans on my feet. What good I got Jordans on a desert island for? And I can't impress nobody.
You gonna impress yourself.
How they ain't worth nothing.
Yeah, they are pretty much worth nothing.
That's my whole point. When you go to a certain place, they ain't worth nothing. So what it is people you're trying to impress.
Well, I do like them for my own self.
Why would you like them? They not profit you nothing.
Because
You're on a desert island. So what I'm trying to say is that certain places you go, a lot of stuff that we buy, this world gets us, we do it because of people, and people can see you. Poison the world.
Let's turn to 2 Samuel 23, 8 through 7. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry, before we go too much further, I lost it. What were we talking about right before that?
Oh, we're talking about the blood. Yep. We went to...
No, of course, thou shalt not kill, but then in the Bible it says to stone, certain people. So, kind of, is there a little more definition in that?
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, by being a land of our captivity, we got to, you can't do that. So, what it is, the Father going to handle all of that. Now, when we back in our land, you see, things are gonna come back into play. You know, you got more you wanna bring out?
When you go to Matthew 5, I think 5, 18, 19, 20. Matthew. I think Matthew 5. Where it said, it was said of old, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, but I say,
Matthew 5:18 or 5:8.
okay, go to 5:38. 5:38. No, Isaiah came and said he changed all that. There wasn't no more stoning. You better not stone nobody. Okay, 5:38, he have heard that it have been said, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. But I say to you that you resist not evil, but whosoever smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him the other. He changed that right there. Ain't no more violence at all. You cannot stone nobody when he said it right here.
Okay.
Old Testament's a command with eye for eye, tooth for tooth, and somebody cut off your finger, cut their finger, somebody slap you, slap them back, if somebody cut you, whatever, it was blood for blood, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. He said it right here, that commandment was done away with.
Eye for eye. So what?
Back then it was like, whatever somebody did to you, you had the right to do the same thing right back to them. Those is the old commandments, but the new commandment decided to change. Then when you go down, go to 43. He says, ye have heard that it has been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. Remember, you was able to hate your enemy. And he said, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you, and prosecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh the sun rise on the evil and on the good, and he sends the rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans the same? If ye salute your brother only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? He said, be therefore perfect, even as your Father which in the heaven is perfect. He changed it right here. All that blood, all that stoning right there. You can't stone nobody, you can't shoot nobody, you can't kill nobody. This right here, why a lot of people that says, like Army and Navy, this description you use, cannot shoot, cannot go to Army, cannot kill nobody at all.
Yeah.
You can't even hate nobody anymore. I follow and deal with people for you. Everybody deserves it.
So if that's this analogy, if someone killed your whole entire family in front of you, then I can't do nothing like shoot them back or kill them for that because they did take a.
If you don't let the Father do His will, I know how we feel about that, but He's the avenger of blood, our Father now, so He gonna reward a person.
I feel like if my daughter got raped by this certain man, 40 or 50-year-old man, and I'm supposed to just let him go.
It's in the original not in your hand. You could want to deal with it. I know people want to deal with it. That's hard for us to deal with, but it's all in the Father's hand. Father gonna deal with it. Cause you deal with it. I don't know how the Father gonna deal with you.
Yeah, but you took basically you hurt my daughter, killed my family.
I understand. I totally understand. But according to what His commandment says, that's a hard thing. But you realize evil is for evil people. So if you're not evil, don't look for nothing like that to happen to your family. Not that you don't went out there, you don't kill somebody. What happened is that everything you done did, you're gonna pay for it. If you and your family went out there, murder, kill, and steal, all that evil gonna come follow y'all. But if y'all ain't do no killing, murder, and stealing, and that evil not gonna come your way. Our Father tell you that scripture, He guarantee you that no evil will befall the righteous man.
Evil begat evil.
So like the Quab said earlier, you never know what a 75-year-old man done done in his time why something came upon him. We don't know. That man know. Like for example, I seen on the news last week, the dude, I think he like 90 years old, said he was a serial killer. Just confessing or not, he's 90 years old.
At least he confessed.
But look how old he is, confessing. So what I'm trying to say, you never know about the past, why they going through it, why something before them. That's why you let the Father handle it. He promised you no evil will befall you. He gave you that word, his word. You follow him doing law, statutes, commandments, judgment, he promised you no evil will befall you. Now, this evil and that's bad. Bad gonna happen to everybody. You'll have crazy stuff. What man ain't gonna stumble and get his toenail, you know what I'm saying, his fingerprints or no slaps on or get in a car accident. Yeah, we're gonna go through that. That's time and chance. Happen to every man. But he said he promised you evil would not befall you. But if you did evil, that evil gonna come back on you like King David. King David did a lot of evil. All that evil came straight to his house.
So what happened to his wife that he killed the guy for? Killed the guy for his
She
wife?
married, that's Solomon's mother. But his baby died. He lost the baby. And his own son slept with all his concubines on the top of his roof in front of the whole world. Son wanted to kill him. His own son wanted to sleep with his own sister. David did evil. He became, even though he was a saint, he was still went to his house.
Because he had to pay for what he did in his past.
Pay for what he did in his past. There you go.
Nobody will get away from that.
Nobody will get away.
I was curious because at least he killed the wife, but
Well, he knew he had to pay. That's why he was humble. A lot of people don't understand King David, when he when the dude cussed him out, called him all kind of names. His guys like, what is it? Let me cut it off his head. And I was lying. David was a powerful man. He had a military guy with him. That guy that was cussing him out was like a bomb. David said, no, let him cuss me. Maybe it's like the Father sending him because of my wickedness that I have done. Maybe he will have mercy on me if I let this guy go and curse me out, because the Father sent him to curse me out. When people curse you out, call you all kind of name, it's something you probably did.
And maybe God was going to say something he needed to hear.
That's my whole point.
Yeah.
Because of his wickedness that he did.
It's stuff, not cut you off, it's stuff happening now online from certain camps because of the way they acted in their past.
That's right.
Cursing people
Now
out.
they try to clean it up.
Going as now somebody chastising them. It's like, yeah, it looked cool when I first woke up. It looked, oh man, I was like, wow, look at that. Now I'm looking at it and it's like other camps are getting on them. No matter what they're saying, they get chastised left and right. They gotta take it because you will not get away with what you're doing. It's like I was telling my brother, I saw these other camp. They was out there. He told a woman, said, "You won't be my concubine." They turned around and said, "What?" And they seen the whole camera flip upside down on the ground. It was just a scuffle.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
The Father will get on you. You can't do that. You're gonna answer when you do evil. You're gonna answer. You may not get hit right then.
Out of word.
Yeah. You may not get hit that week, even that month, even that year. But you're gonna get hit. And when you get hit, you're gonna be like, yeah, I deserve that. You may not want to admit it, but you know why you're getting hit.
yeah, but I would, yeah.
You don't believe us when you start,
I believe
no,
that,
I'm saying when you do research, look at all those big camps. You're gonna start to see them get popped because of stuff they done did.
I did see this one video. There's one Christian cutting up a camp.
But that, again, what brother just said, it was just a bum just coming to just cursing David out. He had military guys. Father used a Christian to come cut you down, cut you down.
Because your spirit knows what it was sending you from.
Yeah. Oh, you know. You know. Again, y'all remember when I was sitting here all quiet? Them scriptures was tearing me up. I left out of here leaking.
When was that?
Yeah.
I was out there that day?
You know you there, but you know what it was. She was already missed it.
Wait, no.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, your spirit know when it's coming from the Father. You can't do but humble down.
Run away.
So you gonna read what you sow.
Yeah.
So therefore, when you know you did something wrong, like for example, I go and I steal something. It's something minor. I go steal something. This and that, whatever. And that's what's happened to me. I can't get mad. The same thing happened. The same thing I stole got took from me. Why somebody stole that? Oh, I took that. I stole that. And it comes to your head real fast that you done something wrong that it just came back upon you. Because you treated somebody bad, it'll come back on you.
Yep.
And you'll recognize it right then and if you don't. He said, if your conscience don't condemn you, neither will I. So therefore your conscience will say, I'm guilty, I can't get mad. A lot of us just say, oh, I ain't know that I deserve this.
It was someone that was around my age, maybe a little bit older, maybe younger. This one particular person stole like a tank top and it didn't work out for him. I think he got like 25 years in jail or something like that. or it was like 25 days, something like a long sentence for a tank top.
Well, like I
Because
said,
that's kind of
yes, but also a lot of people think they get away with stealing and this and that. Lots of things catch up with them.
But-
So you may think one tank top, but he probably did so much stuff. He paying for a mixture that stays together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was watching a movie last night, and it was a true story. It didn't say based on, it said this is a true story, right? And these two guys, were thieves, and they got caught by the cops. Well, they got the drop on the cops, and they wound up shooting one of them and killing him. Okay, and then the other cop that got away, they caught him, but the cop got away at the moment, and he started stealing stuff. So then he finally got caught, and his wife was trying to tell him, "Yeah, but you're a good man," and he says, "No, you don't understand." He said, "This has been going on for 2 years." He says, "I've been stealing all kinds of stuff," and so
Yeah.
his life was hell. He got it.
Yeah. Well, when they catch up with you, can you take it? Can you deal with it when they catch up with you? I mean, you just gotta know it's gonna catch up with you. It's gonna hit you one way or another.
what
Your sin, your evil ways, your wicked ways, whatever you do, is gonna come back on you. You're gonna come a time that you didn't even expect it. Time you didn't want it, except at that time. And so, I mean, do good. That's all you have to do, good. If you don't evil come up on you, do good. Do not mess with nobody's girlfriend, no matter women, no take, no steal, no none of that, because all that stuff you're gonna pay for.
But I can't ask out females.
Like I told you, why waste your time at your age right now? You need to get in the truth, because you don't have a job, you ain't got your own apartment. Why you get so caught up with a baby? I mean, you ain't married, because that girlfriend and boyfriend is not the problem. That comes with sex. She gonna tell you, she want you horny, she horny, y'all young. We done been y'all age, so you gonna have sex if you was a young lady by yourself. Ain't nothing gonna stop y'all. The heat of the night, heat of the day, heat of that moment, y'all gonna do something. But then you have a baby, this and that. You know the law says commandment, even with a condom. We talk that.
That's on
That's right. So what I'm saying is that at your age and you want to know the truth right now, work on getting this knowledge, getting you a job, try to get you some money, save up, be a man, young man. Don't make the mistake we did. Get other kids from somebody immediate, cycle, whatever, send that baby mama drama. That's what you're asking for, really. Really. You're young.
You gotta be careful.
Yep.
You never know what all you can
Yeah.
fall into
Mm-hmm.
until after the fact, and you look back, oh my God, how'd that happen?
All right, let's get back on it. Let's go to 2 Samuel 23, 8 through 17. And show the importance of not eating blood. And show you how serious David took it, right?
Do you murder someone?
I'm gonna ask that too. It's over there.
What chapter in Samuel?
23, 8, 17.
23, 8, and 17.
Right. I'm gonna reread over this while everybody turn y'all. It says, "And do not accept gifts for any human blood, lest it be poured out in vain." It says, without judgment, because it is blood which is poured out, to cause sin for the earth. And the earth is not able to be purified of human blood, except by blood of one who is shed it. And you shall not accept gifts or tribute for human blood. So you don't accept gifts and tributes for human blood. Blood through blood, and so that you may be accepted before a higher, most high. And he will be the protector of the good, and so that you might guard yourself from all evil, so that he might save you from all death. Right? Now let's go to
Where was that?
Jubilees. I'm sorry. Yep. We're going to Jubilees chapter 21,
15, 18.
15 through 20.
Right.
Oh, I thought that was Second Samuel.
Yeah, no, that well, 2 Samuel is what to read now. 2 Samuel 8 through 17.
Okay.
What's that?
Sorry about that. Sorry for cutting you off. Is that book similar to yours?
Yeah, these two, just volume 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
8:17.
8, 17, 2 Samuel.
You said 8 through 17. So I wasn't
Mhm.
kind
No, you good, you good. Okay. Yeah, we're about to read that now.
Got it?
Yes, sir. All right.
2 Samuel 23, verse 8. These are the names of the mighty men David had. The Tetramite that sat in the seat chief among the captains. The same was Adonai, the Ezonite. He lifted up his spear against 800 whom he slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dudu, the Ahohite, one of the 3 mighty men with David, whom they defied the Philistines, that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He rose and smote the Philistines until his hand was wearied, and his hand cleaved unto the sword, until Ahiah wrote a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shema, the son of Agit, an Agorite. And the Philistines were gathered together unto a troop, where was a place of ground full of lintel. And the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it and slew the Philistines. And Ahiah wrote a great victory. And 3 of 30 chiefs went down and came to David in the harvest time into the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was in an hole in Garshin of the Philistines, was then in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, "Oh, that I will give me a drink of water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." And 3 mighty men broke through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well to Bethlehem, that was the gate by the gate, and took it and brought it in David. Nevertheless, he would not drink but poured it out unto Ahiah.
See, do y'all see that part right there that was read? What happened was, David wanted a drink of water. And what happened was, his mighty men went in to get that water for him. So they slew all the men.
Wait.
You weren't paying attention. You were sitting over there grinning and smiling.
Well,
Don't look at me like that, though. Hey, I'm telling you, this ain't no game.
I know. We're just.
David wanted a drink of water. Let me show you the seriousness of blood, right? Not that he necessarily knew there was blood in the cup. It wasn't blood in the cup. What it was is that if he would have drunk that water, that would have represented basically the blood from those men if they had died. See? Can you read 17, brother?
And he said, "Be it far from me, Ahiah, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy in their lives?
The lives.
Therefore, he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty men."
So they went in there, fought down. They bring him some water. Here you go, King. He
Was that necessary?
pulled the water out. They probably, man, what in the world? We just went in there. But he explained, man, this would have been their blood if I'd have drunk that water.
Then why would they kill? Why would he go in there to kill him in the first place?
They went in there because their king, if that's your king royalty, man, that's your leader. You gonna go in there to get him some water.
Yeah, but killing people for water.
It was wartime.
Think about it. When somebody risked their life for you, right?
Yeah.
Somebody risked your life for you. He knew that they risked their lives just to get him some water. He said, "No, I'm not drink this. I'm gonna pour it out to my father." And that's how the world ignorant pour out liquor for the dead. Because they don't understand the scripture, but this is where this came from. When the word pour out, look up this and that. They get it from the same scripture. But what David is saying is that you guys risk your life for me, y'all king. I will not drink this. Because I feel y'all blood be on my head if y'all would have died in there. So I'm going to pour it out to the Father. The Father accepted that.
So
That's like an offering. That's like an offering reward.
So did he kill them for nothing? Those people?
They didn't die. They risked their lives for him.
Oh.
They talking about the Philistines. He said the Philistines that I guess got slaughtered.
That was before. Like the topic, like you said, when David sent them in there, that's the risk their lives, their blood for David. David prays gave it to the Father. He poured it out to the Father. And that's how he gonna bless the whole camp abundantly.
So if I was a soldier, I have to listen to my king regardless what he tells me what to do. So if he tells me to go steal this tank top or steal that highlighter, I have to do what he says.
Okay, let's go back to Abraham. He said, Abraham was the king too, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Abraham, he said, I will bless you ones and bless you, and curse you ones and curse you. When our Father give you a king, you better be obedient to that king.
So
If you follow the law, statutes, commandments, judgment, you better be obedient to that king.
So if you told me to steal a juice box from a
He
little
will not
kid,
tell you to do that. So I will not agree with that because the king, that's why I said again, when I said, the king is following law, statutes, and commandments, you better follow him. A king, a righteous king, will not tell you to do nothing evil or bad. Even if you don't understand at first, but when you understand when he do tell you to give you an order, it's best to do it. Because our Father become power to kill you.
were there times that the kings ever got screwed up and they died?
Then all the whole book of Kings, Solomon after Solomon died, the son with Rehoboam, all those kings did ignorant against the Father.
And those were the reasons for some of them dying?
That's a lot of captivity, slavery, all that. Because all those kings that did not obey the laws and commandments. That's the whole book of Kings.
I thought King Solomon got it together after.
I said that's why I say after he died, his son was over the kingdom, and they sinned great sin against the Father. They sinned more than everybody. And the Bible tells you that. That's why we got a book of Chronicles, First and Second Chronicles, after the Kings.
So what happened to them?
They went in captivity. They were in slavery. They got killed. Some of their lives got taken out.
For what?
You ain't disobedient.
Disobedient. When you go against the commandments, what you keep doing? Going against commandments.
The eyes got galls out
You
everything.
get hit. Yeah. Whenever you violate commandments, again, that's all of Israel. What we're doing is we're studying, we're learning this. We learning from the past from our ancestors. As long as you keep going against the law, you're going to keep getting hit.
In the Old Testament is where I learning not to do what they did.
Yeah.
The whole teacher in church, they don't teach you Old Testament. They don't understand. But Old Testament is our key to getting it right. He showed you everybody when they did something wrong, our Father spoke something against them, it happened. That ain't stopped. You won't get it one way or another. You may not get it right away, but you won't get it. It's going to come to you. He spoke it already in the Old Testament.
Comes around. So what happens if I'm sinning against my own self?
You can never sin against yourself. You sin against him because he created you. When you sin against him, you're going to get punished for it. Always go back to him. When David had took his what's the name, wife, he said, Father, I have not sinned against, I sinned against you only. Have I sinned against? When you sin against him. We got to follow his laws, statutes, commandments, and judgment. Every time you sin, you're going against him. Ain't nothing yours on it.
So another thing I want to bring up. Hey, what about lying? Can we lie or no?
He said, a lie won't go into the kingdom of heaven. So I hate liars. So a lie will not go to the kingdom. Why you gonna lie for anyway? You know, you tell one lie, you gotta come up with another lie, you gotta come up with another lie, you gotta continue lies, and they're gonna bite you. You can never fix a lie.
Not only that, once people find out you're a liar, it travels. And
It travels.
then never they're gonna believe you again.
All right, let's get back on it. Everybody turn to Judges.
Okay, you said that was Second Samuel.
8:7.
My Bible's got something totally different.
2 Samuel chapter 8. 23, I'm sorry. Second
Yeah,
Samuel chapter
23.
23.
23.
Yo, you got chapter 8. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Second
that's
Samuel
why
chapter.
I asked you twice and you told me twice.
I'm sorry. Oh boy. Chapter 23, 8 verses 17.
Oh, okay.
Say Judges.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Judges chapter 2. We'll start at 1 through 23. All right. Before we go there.
You said chapter 1 through 23?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, Judges look kind of weird.
This is Jubilees. So we turn now, I'm gonna read this out. It says, "May he cleanse you from all sins and defilement, so that he might forgive all your transgressions and your erring through ignorance. May he strengthen you and bless you, and may you inherit all the earth. And may he renew his covenant with you, so that you might be a people for him, belonging to his inheritance forever. And he will be Yah for you and for your seed in truth and righteousness throughout all the days of the earth. And you also, my son Jacob, remember my words and keep the commandments of Abraham your father. Separate yourself from the Gentiles, the people of the nations. Do not eat with them. Do not perform deeds like them." Meaning, all of the abominable things they do, Christmas, all this Thanksgiving, these holidays, all of the abominable things they do, even dressing like them. You know, don't try to be like them at all. Separate yourself from them, right? It says, "And do not perform deeds like theirs. Do not become associates of theirs, because their deeds are defiled, and all their ways are contaminated and despicable and abominable. They slaughter their sacrifices to the dead, and to demons they bow down." It says, "And they eat in tombs, and all their deeds are worthless and vain, and they have no heart to perceive, and they have no eyes to see what their deeds are, and where they wander astray, saying to the tree, you are my God."
So what we mean by eating tombs, you mean making a picnic or something?
Yeah, they do all that.
And
The people of the nation, they do all that abominable stuff, all that despicable things. They do all of this stuff. The Father said, do not do what they do. You're going to defile yourself. You are clean. You are separate. You are holy. When you go behind them and do that stuff, they may not get hit, but you definitely going to get hit. You do any of this stuff, you ever notice, you do any stuff like the heathen, they be looking at you like, they know you're not supposed to do it. That's like watching our women at the FAMU games and they got the wicker hats on and stuff. You know how ridiculous that look? You think the rest of the people ain't looking at them? They may not say nothing, they might be like, man, you know ain't supposed to have that on. And they don't. We're Israelites. We can't practice the ways of the nation.
tattoos.
None of that stuff. We don't supposed to do any of that. Now we was in a world we didn't know, that was one thing, but now you know, you go out there and get in. Come on now. Come on now. You violate.
It's too much scripture in our book. It said, "Don't let no man judge you from meat, drink, or in the holy day." That's separating us from them. Also, it said in Revelation, "Come out of here, my people." So he wants us to be set apart. If you're holy means set apart. You know, he said, in the world, there's so many scriptures in the Bible telling you to separate yourself from this wicked world.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, that's referring to different types of hairstyles? Shit.
All that stuff.
Wait, so
Shaving the side of your head, all that mohawk and junk, all that garbage. Our women gluing hair in their head like a hat. All that, yeah. I mean, again, fro hawk, that is the stupidest thing, in my opinion. That is the stupidest haircut. That junk is stupid. You're not supposed to shave the side of your head. You're only supposed to round the side of your head.
Well, you're not supposed to shave your head, period, if you're a man.
what about these little sides right here? I'm just doing this. Trim it.
You don't
That's of the world.
practice the ways of the world at all. You're supposed to be separate. You set apart. You're trying to blend in with them.
So I was like, have matted hair.
That's why that matted hair. You can comb your hair, you can trim it, but you're not supposed to shave it.
Yeah, but I just shaved it slightly and just let this grow out.
Shaved is the key word there. That's what you're not supposed to do.
So I
You're
can't
not
get an
supposed
edge.
to do it in the ways of the world, like I
Right.
just told you.
So I can't get an edge. Alright, I gotta have a wild. I gotta have. No, it's not gonna be wild, but
You can comb your hair. You can comb your hair. You can trim your hair. That's in scriptures.
this is trim.
That's not trim, that's shade. Yeah.
But just yeah. But
The Father said, don't practice the ways of the world. Going off. You going off.
And the time go by, you get it. A lot of people saw like Paul saying, I die daily to sin. A lot of people don't understand what that means. That means that you start putting off the world and put on our Father, what He say. Everybody, it takes time. You ain't just saying, well, you're young, so it ain't going to gradually. You know, a lot of times when you drop somebody, like eating certain foods, dressing certain ways, being in the world, all that stuff continue reading, studying.
But I gotta just drop pork. I
That's
pretty much
good. That's great.
and shrimp. I dropped those.
Now look at everything that the world doing on TV and the music that you listen to. All that music that you listen to.
I really
wow,
listen to that music.
that's good. That's good too. So that's another good one. That's what I mean. You will saying the truth. You will drop off stuff that you picked off on the board that's filthy.
Yeah, but with the edge, I like.
It'll take you time. Right now you don't understand it. You heard it. You don't totally understand it. You think you understand it. It's not. You confused really what you are. But once you start saying what's important, then it's easy to do. But if you don't see it's important more, you say, what does that matter? That's not going to get me. A lot of people say, that doesn't get me to the kingdom. And they say, I'm going to still do it anyway. But until our Father just give you something, and He's taught you on His own personal time, whatever, He give you a scripture, and that scripture touch you, then He's talking to you and you'll stop. But if you're not seeking Him, He ain't going to warn you at all. He going to let you keep on being with you.
I know that I like trimming. I like just like
Staying in scriptures. Hey, we didn't tell you it's not gonna happen overnight. We're saying that just relearning. It's a progress.
I understand that.
Think about it, Paul had all them guns. He ain't do it overnight. He could I don't give all these guns like just like that. Yeah, that was hard. You can just do that and just hard won't let you just do it like this and that. Well, I don't have a lot of stuff. I mean, you
I
know.
know, but I do like keeping like this.
Don't argue about it, just put right in your head and think about it.
This is like the type of style I like to run with, like just shaving the sides to let this grow out wild, and just sponge it.
Yeah, I finally, I've had long hair most of my life off and on. And I finally found in the Bible where it says, can't do
Same
that.
for man has long hair.
And, so.
That's what I'm trying to
Next
tell him.
Monday,
That's what I'm trying to tell him is that, glad you stay in the book, he'll talk to you.
So I can't have long hair.
nope.
But I'm trying to grow a fro, and just I like to
You know, long hair or just having hair, it's a length that, you know what I'm saying?
wait. So I can't have an afro basically.
What's it say in the Bible?
Can't have long hair, but it's like
There's no but. It's, hey,
It's
you
like-
either live by the scripture or you don't.
so I gotta keep my
Try.
hair shaved like yours.
All you gotta do is just stay in the scripture and let everything work itself out. We're not, cause a lot of people think that's what the guy last week, and then you got him. Everybody go down with it. Everybody go down with it. Right, no, but we're not forcing you to come with us. We're just saying when we see you, we're gonna reach you. We happy to see you. Yes, we're inviting you. We're not forcing you to come. A lot of people think when you talk, now we come to talk to him, but he got offended. Remember when you seen him? He was offended. But that's how a lot of people get offended. Because really, he knew he was violating the Sabbath. He ain't have no friends on everything. But we could have cut him, so he felt guilty on his own. I said that's self-guilt, because we're not bothering him at all. That's how you're feeling with us. We're just talking to you. You're getting offended by yourself.
Right.
But we're not forcing you to, we're not doing that. We're just talking. We're having a class.
I'm a little bit upset because
We're
the edge and the not.
just teaching you what for the Father say.
So wait, I gotta keep my hair shaved
We're not
like.
telling you nothing. We're not forcing you anything. What we're doing is just letting you know what the commands, laws, statutes, judgments is. You take it upon yourself on that time frame to adjust
So
yourself.
what do you mean by long hair?
Okay, you see this?
Yes.
That's long hair. Can't do it.
So what I
gotta get
mean?
it cut.
So
Well, you too. Are you an Israelite?
Yes.
Or are you not of the Spirit?
Right, and I'm part of the Spirit.
Okay, then what's it say?
Alright, but so I gotta shave my hair off?
I'm not telling you this. All I'm
It's not
telling
that
you,
long, but you can't shave it and you can't grow it long. So you decide from there.
So I can't shave it, but I can't grow it long.
Let's go to Judges 2, 1 through 23. Right? We can show you some things happened to our ancestors from disobedience. So let's go to Judges chapter 2, 1 through 23. All right?
Judges 2 and 1. And the angel of Ahijah came up from Gilgal to Bethlehem and said, I made you to go up out of Egypt. That
Wait, oh,
Judges. So
Oh,
that's the
that's-
beginning of the Bible.
I was like, you.
Judges.
Judges 2 and 1. 2 to 23.
Should be right behind Joshua.
So, oh, there you go.
Got it?
Yep.
Judges 2 verse 1. And the angel of Ahijah came up from Gilgal to Bethlehem and said, I made you to go up out of Egypt and have brought you into the land which I swore unto your father. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you, and ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of the land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your sides, and their gods shall be a snare unto you. And it came to pass, when the angel of Ahijah spoke these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept. And they called the name of that place Bethlehem, and they sacrificed there unto Ahijah. And when Joshua had let the people go, the children of Israel went every man into his inheritance to possess the land.